My beloved child, in the quiet murmurs of the wind and the rustling of the leaves, hear my voice calling you. Before the dawn of your understanding, before you even knew my presence, I have walked beside you, guiding your every step, through every valley of uncertainty, through every storm that sought to shake your faith. My hand has remained clasped in yours, unwavering and steadfast, even when the world seemed to turn against you. When trials surrounded you like an unrelenting tide, I was there, your refuge, your fortress, your unshakable hope. This is not just another moment, this is a divine summons. I have chosen you, not by chance, not by accident, but with purpose, an eternal design woven into the very fabric of your being. The path before you is not just any path, it is a road carved by my hand, leading to triumph, to blessings beyond what your mind can comprehend. But this journey requires more than mere steps. It demands a heart anchored in faith, a spirit unyielding in trust, a soul that refuses to be swayed by doubt or fear. I know the burdens you carry, the weight of disappointments, the whispers of inadequacy, the battles that rage within your mind. I see them all. But hear me now, you are not alone. You have never been alone. The enemy seeks to shroud you in lies, to convince you that you are forsaken. But the truth stands unshaken. You are mine, and I will never let you go. You are called to something greater, something far beyond the limitations you have placed upon yourself. This year, my promises unfold before you. Blessings, prosperity, recognition, and honor will be your portion. The world may not have seen your worth, but I have. The world may have overlooked you, but I have called you by name. But know this, my child, the promise is only for those who dare to believe. Do not be ensnared by the chains of fear, by the lies that whisper you are not enough. You were chosen to be a beacon, a light that cannot be hidden. Do not shrink back. Do not silence the fire within you. Rise with boldness, for I am with you. Every step you take in faith, I will multiply. Every effort you make, I will bless. Every sacrifice you offer, I will honor. This is your moment. The winds of change are stirring. The heavens have declared my favor over you. Will you step forward? Will you trust me? Will you embrace the calling I have placed upon you? For I tell you now, your journey of faith begins here, and I am walking with you. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend into the crowd, to walk a path carved by the hands of the world. From the beginning, my eyes have been upon you, setting you apart, calling you to a greater purpose. Yet, the weight of doubt has tried to shackle your heart. The whispers of the enemy have sought to convince you that you are unworthy, that you are not strong enough, not capable enough. But hear me now, my child, you are chosen. Not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine design. The road before you is not one of ease, but one of purpose, a road that requires faith stronger than fear, a heart steadfast against the storms of life. You were not called to cower in the shadows of uncertainty, but to rise in the confidence of my promise. The world may have overlooked you, but I have not. I have called you by name, anointed you with favor, and set before you a destiny greater than your imagination. Do not allow the chains of self-doubt to bind you. Do not let the weight of past failures hold you captive. The enemy seeks to steal your faith, to silence your voice, to convince you that you are unworthy of the blessings I have prepared. But I declare to you now, you are not defeated. You are not forsaken. The power that raised Christ from the grave dwells within you, and with it, you will rise above every obstacle, break through every limitation, and walk in the fullness of your calling. I am your strength in moments of weakness. I am your guide when the path is unclear. Do not lean on your own understanding, but trust in me with all your heart. The world will tell you to rely on what you can see, but faith is believing in what I have promised, even when your eyes cannot yet perceive it. When fear tries to creep in, when doubts threaten to shake you, remember this: I am your foundation, your unshakable rock. your ever-present help in times of trouble. Hold tightly to my word. Let it be your sword in battle, your shield in the storm. Walk forward with courage, clothed in humility and patience, and watch as I cause the garden of your life to flourish beyond what you ever imagined. The world may have doubted you, but I have destined you for greatness. Step forward, chosen one, for your path has been set, and I am with you always. My beloved child, do you understand the price that was paid for you? Do you grasp the depth of the sacrifice that sealed your victory? On the cross, blood was shed, lashes were endured, and agony was embraced, not out of weakness, but out of love. The weight of every sin, every sorrow, every broken moment was placed upon my shoulders so that you would never have to carry it alone. Your redemption was not an afterthought, it was the plan from the very beginning. Do not believe the lie that suffering means abandonment. I, too, walked the path of pain. I felt the sting of betrayal, the mockery of those who doubted, the weight of the burden too heavy for any human to bear. Yet, through the sacrifice, victory was born. The enemy thought the cross was defeat, but in that moment, the greatest triumph was declared. It was not nails that held me there, it was love. Love for you, love that saw beyond your mistakes, beyond your struggles, beyond the darkness that sought to consume you. This is why I say to you now, do not be afraid of trials, for through them, resurrection comes. Do not see your hardships as an end, but as a preparation for the glory that follows. Just as I rose from the grave, so will you rise from every failure, every battle, every sorrow. You were not called to remain in the tomb of despair. The stone has been rolled away. The grave has no hold on you. I know the struggles that weigh on your heart, the voices that tell you that you are not enough, that your past is too broken, that your pain is too great. But hear me now. I have conquered death itself. Do you think your struggles are beyond my reach? No chain is too strong, no wound too deep. I am the resurrection and the life. And with me, nothing is impossible. Stand firm in this truth. When the world seeks to break you, when the enemy whispers doubt into your soul, remember, the power that raised me from the dead lives within you. That same power will lift you beyond your circumstances, above your fears, into the life I have called you to. Your trials are not the end of your story, they are the beginning of your testimony. Take heart, my child. The cross was never a symbol of defeat, and neither are your struggles. What was meant for your harm, I will turn for your good. Rise in the power of my resurrection, for your victory is already written. Walk forward, not in fear, but in the assurance that you are more than a conqueror through me. My child, do not let fear take root in your heart. Do not allow doubt to cloud the vision I have placed within you. The enemy seeks to weaken your faith, to whisper lies that make you question your worth, your purpose, and my presence. But hear me now. Fear has no power over you. Doubt has no dominion in your life. You were not created to live in uncertainty, to be consumed by the anxieties of this world. The voices that tell you, I can't, I lack, or I am not enough, are not from me. They are deceptions, designed to rob you of the truth that you are fully equipped, fully capable, and fully loved. Have I not said that I am your provider? Have I not promised that I will never leave you nor forsake you? Do not entertain the whispers of fear, for they are empty. Stand upon my word, for it is firm and unshakable. The world will tell you to trust in what you see, but faith is believing in what I have declared, even when your eyes cannot yet perceive it. You are not abandoned, you are not forgotten, you are not weak. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my provision is abundant beyond measure. What you think you lack, I have already provided. What you fear will destroy you, I have already conquered. Lift your eyes, my child. Do not walk with your head down, burdened by fear. I am guiding you, shielding you, and leading you forward. When you step in faith, I open doors that no man can shut. When you trust in me, I make a way where there seems to be none. Fear only has power when you give it permission to rule over you. But I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. So now, release the doubts that have kept you bound. Let go of the fear that has held you back. Step forward boldly, for I am with you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no darkness shall overcome the light within you. You are my child, chosen and set apart, and nothing can separate you from my love. Take courage, walk in faith, and never again let fear or doubt steal what I have promised you. My child, listen closely, for my words are not empty. Every promise I have spoken over your life is set in eternity. Unshaken by time, unmoved by circumstance, the world may fail you, people may turn away, but I am the Lord, and I do not change. What I have declared over you will come to pass. I have promised you victory, not defeat. You are not meant to live in fear or lack, but in the abundance of my provision. The enemy may try to convince you otherwise, whispering lies of failure and insignificance. But my truth stands above all. You are my chosen one, a reflection of my glory, a vessel of my blessings. No force in hell can steal what I have prepared for you. I have promised to be your protector, your shield against the storms of life. When the winds howl and the waves crash against you, do not be afraid. I am your refuge. I stand between you and every attack of the enemy. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, for my hand covers you. When the world seeks to bring you down, I will lift you up. I have promised to be your provider. Look around you. Do the birds of the air worry about their next meal? Do the lilies of the field toil for their beauty? Yet I care for them. And how much more will I care for you? My beloved child, I know your needs before you even speak them. I have already gone ahead, preparing every resource, opening every door, and aligning every blessing in its perfect time. I have promised you strength. When you feel weak, I will be your power. When you are weary, I will renew you. When you stumble, I will lift you up. The world may tell you that you are not strong enough, not capable enough, but my spirit within you is greater than anything that stands against you. Do not rely on your own strength, rely on mine, and you will overcome every obstacle. I have promised to never leave you. There is no distance too great, no failure too deep, no mistake too heavy that could make me abandon you. You are mine, and I am yours. Even in your darkest moments, when you feel most alone, know this, I am right here. I have always been here. My love for you is unbreakable, and nothing can separate you from it. So stand firm, my child, hold fast to my promises, for they are unshakable. Do not be moved by what you see, be moved by what I have spoken. The enemy trembles at the certainty of my word, for he knows that what I declare cannot be undone. Trust in me, believe in my promises, and watch as I bring them to fulfillment in your life. Your future is not uncertain, it is written by my hand, and my word will never return void. You are blessed, you are protected, you are chosen, and every promise I have made to you will be fulfilled. My child, the trials you face are not meant to destroy you but to shape you. The fire is not sent to consume you but to refine you, to strengthen the faith within you. Do not be discouraged when the storms rise, when challenges press against you from every side. I have already overcome the world, and through me, so will you. Do not think that suffering means I have turned away from you. I am closest to you in your struggles. I see every tear, hear every silent prayer, and hold every broken piece of your heart. But faith is not built in comfort, it is forged in the battle, tested in the valley, and proven in the waiting. It is easy to trust when life is smooth, but true faith is believing when the way is unclear, when fear tries to creep in, and when the answers have not yet come. Your trials are not a sign of my absence, they are an opportunity for my power to be revealed in your life. I am the same God who parted the seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who raised the dead, and who brought victory to those who dared to believe. What makes you think I will not do the same for you? What you see as impossible, I see as an opportunity to show my glory. So do not fear, do not waver, do not give in to doubt. Hold on to my word, for it is a foundation that cannot be shaken. The enemy wants you to believe that you are alone, that your prayers go unheard. But that is a lie. I am with you in the fire. I am walking beside you in the storm. I am holding you up when you feel like you cannot stand. Even if your faith is as small as a mustard seed, it is enough, for faith, no matter how small, moves mountains. Faith silences fear. Faith unlocks the impossible. Faith is the key that opens the doors I have set before you. Do not let circumstances dictate your belief. Let my promises shape your reality. Rise, my child, wipe the tears from your face and step forward with boldness. The trial you are facing now will become the testimony that strengthens others. The battle that tries to break you today will be the victory you rejoice in tomorrow. Have faith, for I am with you, and I will never fail you. My child, I see the weariness in your soul, the burdens you carry, the silent battles you fight, the longing within you for something greater. I know them all. You were not meant to live in exhaustion, in despair, in the emptiness that creeps into your heart. Come to me, and I will give you rest. I will renew your spirit, restore your strength, and fill you with a peace that the world cannot take away. Do you not see? I am already at work in your life. Even now, I am moving, shifting, aligning every piece of your destiny. The miracles you have been waiting for are not distant. They are already in motion. What seems impossible to you is effortless for me. The doors you thought were closed, I can open in an instant. The healing you thought would never come, I can bring with a single touch. The breakthrough you have long prayed for, I have already prepared. Nothing is too hard for me. But renewal does not come from the world, it comes from my presence. You must not allow the distractions of life to pull you away from me. The emptiness you feel, the sorrow that arises without reason, is your soul crying out for me. You were created to dwell in my presence, to be filled with my spirit, to be saturated in my love. When you drift away, when you become consumed by the worries of this world, your heart becomes dry, and your spirit grows weak. But hear me now, I am calling you back. Return to me, and I will pour into you the living water that never runs dry. I will refresh your soul, ignite your faith, and awaken within you a new fire, a hunger for my presence. You will not remain in this place of weariness. The renewal you seek, the revival you long for, it is here. All you must do is come, and as you draw near, as you surrender your heart fully to me, watch as my miracles unfold in your life. Chains will be broken, prayers will be answered, and my power will be revealed in ways you never imagined. I am the God of wonders, the one who makes a way where there is none. And I declare to you now, your season of renewal has come. Believe, my child, stand firm in faith, and watch as I move in your life in ways beyond your wildest dreams. The miracles are already here, receive them. My child, do not let the weight of your struggles make you forget who you are. You are not a victim, you are a warrior. You were never meant to be crushed under the burdens of this world. Never meant to live in defeat. You were called to overcome, to stand tall even when the winds of adversity rage against you. The enemy wants you to believe that your challenges define you, that your failures are permanent. But I tell you this, your trials are only temporary. Your victory is eternal. I have seen the battles you've fought, the silent tears you've cried, the moments when you questioned if you could go on. But through it all, I was with you. Even when you didn't see me, I was there, strengthening you, holding you, preparing you for something greater. You are not losing, you are being refined. You are not breaking, you are being built. Every trial is shaping you into the warrior I created you to be. Do not be afraid of the storms, for I have already given you the power to walk above them. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances, you are a conqueror through me. When the world rises against you, when the enemy seeks to destroy you, remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every attack, every obstacle, every hardship is powerless against the authority I have placed upon you. Stand firm, do not retreat. The enemy wants to see you give up, to see you surrender your faith. But he underestimates the fire within you. You carry my spirit, and that spirit is unbreakable. Every setback is setting the stage for a greater comeback. Every trial is preparing you for the victory I have already secured. You were never meant to fall, you were meant to rise. Look around you, the battles that once seemed impossible, you have already overcome. The struggles that once held you back, you have already broken free from. And what remains ahead, you will conquer, for I am with you. I will lift you up when you stumble. I will fight for you when you feel weak, and I will lead you into triumph. So hold your head high, my warrior, let your heart burn with courage. You are not just surviving, you are overcoming. You are not defeated, you are victorious. Walk forward in faith, for nothing can stand against the one I have chosen. Victory is yours, my child. Do you truly understand how deeply I love you? My love is not fragile, not conditional, not something that wavers with time. It is unshakable, unbreakable, everlasting. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to prove yourself worthy, for I have already chosen you. I have called you by name, and nothing can change the love I have for you. The world may have failed you, people may have disappointed you, abandoned you, or made you feel as though you were not enough. But hear me now, you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not unloved. My love for you is greater than the depths of the sea, stronger than the mightiest storm. No matter what you have done, no matter where you have been, I have never stopped loving you, even in your moments of doubt, even when you question my presence. I am right here, holding you, guiding you, reminding you that you belong to me. Do not allow fear to make you doubt my love. Do not let the enemy deceive you into believing that your past mistakes separate you from me. My love is greater than your failures, greater than your regrets, greater than any voice that tells you otherwise. You are mine, and I am yours. The enemy trembles because he knows this truth. He knows that once you grasp the fullness of my love, nothing will be able to shake you. Walk in confidence, my child. Hold your head high, not in arrogance, but in the assurance that you are cherished beyond measure. You do not need to live in fear of rejection, for I have already accepted you. You do not need to seek approval from the world, for you are already approved by me. My love is your foundation, your anchor in every storm, your refuge in every trial. Let go of doubt, release the burdens of unworthiness. Step into the fullness of my love, and watch as fear loses its grip on your life. When you know how deeply I love you, nothing can intimidate you, nothing can shake you, nothing can pull you away from the path I have set before you. You are secure in me, so live boldly, speak with courage, walk with confidence, for you are loved beyond measure, and nothing will ever change that. My child, you are never alone, even in the quiet moments when the world feels distant, even in the darkest nights when sorrow presses against your heart. I am with you. Before you took your first breath, I knew you. Before you spoke your first word, I loved you. Before you ever reached for me, I had already reached for you. You have never been abandoned, never been forsaken, never been forgotten. The enemy wants you to believe that I have turned away, that my presence is fleeting, that my love is conditional. But hear me now, nothing can separate you from my love. Not your past, not your failures, not your fears, not the mistakes you have made or the struggles you still face. I am your God, and I have called you my own. In moments of doubt, when you question where I am, Remember that I have never left your side. When the enemy whispers that I am distant, know that I am closer than the very breath you breathe. When you feel weary, uncertain, overwhelmed by the weight of this world, turn to me, and I will give you rest. My presence is not something you must earn, it is my gift to you. I am your refuge, your comfort, your unshakable foundation. I have walked with you through every valley, every battle, every storm. I have caught your tears, strengthened your heart, and lifted you when you could not stand on your own. You may not always see my hand at work, but I am moving, aligning, preparing blessings beyond what you can imagine. I have not forgotten you. I will never forget you. So do not fear what lies ahead. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for I am already there. My presence surrounds you, my love upholds you, and my power sustains you. You will never face a moment without me. Stand firm, my child. Walk forward in faith, knowing that I am with you always, yesterday, today, and forever. Nothing will change this truth. I am your God, and you are mine. My child, you have heard my words. And now I ask, will you believe them? Will you choose faith over fear, trust over doubt, and strength over weakness? The enemy has tried to convince you that you are alone, that you are powerless, that you are forgotten, but I have declared the truth, and my truth stands forever. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are victorious through me. Every promise I have spoken over you is firm, sealed in eternity. I have not brought you this far to abandon you. Every battle you have fought, every tear you have cried, every moment you have endured has been leading you to the breakthrough I have prepared. You are not defined by your struggles, you are defined by my calling upon your life. And my calling is greater than any force that stands against you. Lift your head, my child, you have no reason to fear. The trials that once held you back are breaking. The burdens that weighed you down are lifting. The prayers you thought went unheard are being answered even now. The miracles I have spoken are unfolding before you. But you must choose to believe, to walk forward in faith, to hold tightly to my word. This is your moment. The old chains are falling away, and a new path is opening before you. Walk in the confidence that I am with you. Hold on to my promises. Trust in my love, and never again let doubt steal what I have prepared. For I am the Lord your God, and I have called you by name.